Hello guys and welcome back to my channel Civil Construction and Tutor, and in this video I will show you how to design two-way slab manually. So basically I will show you how to use this Excel sheet for the design of the two-way slab. You can get this Excel sheet from the link in the description box. So just go to the link provided in the description box and request for the access and you will get a mail. So for now let us see how to use this Excel sheet. So for the dimension of the slab, you can go to the architect drawing and select the most critical slab and then design it. So for now this is the slab that looks the most critical, as this longer span is the greatest for this. So basically we'll consider the unsupported length. So 6 meter in this direction, and for this direction it is 4.8 meter. So longer span of the critical slab, that is 6 meter, okay. Similarly shorter span of the critical slab, that is 4.8 meter, it is also okay. Grade of concrete. So for now let me select 25 MPa, M25 grade concrete. Similarly width of the slab, as we are considering per meter section, so we will provide 1 meter width, that is 1000 mm. Grade of steel Fe 500. Unit weight of marble, unit weight of screed, unit weight of plaster, these all are standard. So 27, 20 and 20 kilonewton per meter cube respectively. Thickness of screed and thickness of plaster, that will be applied on this slab as a finish, so that will be 25 mm and 12.5 mm respectively. Assume thickness of slab. So thickness of slab will depend upon the span and the boundary condition, as the unsupported length is quite huge. So for now let me select thickness of slab as 150 mm. So basically this is a hit and trial method. And then effective depth of slab, this is basically overall thickness of slab minus clear cover minus bar size divided by 2. And now bending moment coefficient. So for the theory related part, I have already uploaded a video for the design of the two-way slab. You can check this in you can find the link in the description box. So let us see in the AutoCAD drawing. So for this slab, it has one long edge discontinuous. So you can find this in the code also from IS 456-2000. So there are numerous cases: interior panel, one short edge discontinuous, one long edge discontinuous. I've already explained this all terms in that particular video, you can find there. For now we'll just select the case. So there is a drop down, so you can select the case you wanted. So for now it is one long edge discontinuous, and you will get the coefficient. Here you can see for the coefficient and the panel or the type of support considered, there is the coefficient for the shorter span and the long span. So accordingly we'll calculate the moment, and depending upon the aspect ratio the interpolation is to be made. So for 1.25 the value will lie between 1.2 and 1.3. so accordingly we get the coefficient for the case that we are considering, that is for aspect ratio of 1.25. we can also cross check. Let me show you over here. So for one long edge discontinuous and 1.25, the value lies between 1.2 and 1.3. so 1.2 and 1.3, and this is the one long edge case, 0.05 to 0.057. similarly for the positive moment at mid span, it is 0.039 and 0.00440, and similarly for the long span it is 0.37 and 0.028. So this is how the Excel sheet will work. Now load calculation. Dead load of slab, basically this is from the thickness of the slab. Dead load due to floor finish, so it may be 1.2, 1 or 1.5 depending upon the type of the finish. So for now let us keep as 1.5. Dead load due to partition wall. So here you can see there is a partition wall, and this is to be distributed on the slab. So for this, simply you can calculate the overall length. Just provide this, simply draw a polyline and write down LI list. So you will get the length, that is 6660, that is 6.6 meter, and the thickness of the wall, so it is 0.1. so length is 6.6 and thickness is 0.11, and height, so floor height for now it is 3.35 minus thickness of the slab, so that will give the wall load. Here it is 1.65, that will be distributed on the slab area. live load at the slab. So it is a toilet, so we can give a live load of 2 kilonewton per meter square as per the IS code. So total load, sum of this and factor load will be 1.5, and similarly factor design load per meter. So using this load and the coefficient, we'll get the negative and positive moment for the shorter span as well as longer span. Now accordingly we can compute the reinforcement required. Considering this moment, we'll get the reinforcement along shorter span and along longer span, similarly positive reinforcement and negative reinforcement. And I have presented them in the tabular form, and we'll calculate the area required depending upon the bar size provided. For now, I am providing 10 mm bar. You can also provide 8 mm bar, and then you will get the reinforcement spacing required accordingly. So for now it is 142, so this shall be less than 142. So let us go for 125. That will be okay, or you can go for 10 mm bar and spacing required considering this 150 mm. Okay, so if the area provided is greater than that of the required one, then you will see a green value or green color over here, green highlight. And if area provided is less than the area required, then you will get a red flag color over here. So for example, let me put 400, then you can see you will get a red color. So for now it is 150 and 10 mm bar, that is okay. Now for the check of shear, for shear, so shear coefficient, this is as per the IS code, and this depends upon the type of support. So here you can see table 13, shear for coefficient at end support, at support next to end support, at all other interior support, and depending upon the type of load. So you can give the coefficient as per the requirement, but for now I will keep this value as 1. And similarly design shear force is computed. Nominal shear stress, this is computed as per the shear force acting. Percentage of steel, this comes from the reinforcement area that we have provided, 523. And similarly shear strength of M25 concrete, and this much of steel will get 0.45 Newton per mm square. You can get this value from this table for the percentage and the concrete grade, or you can also use this formula. For now I am using this formula. This is from the SP16 code. And shear strength coefficient for the slab, and this is from IS 456 clause 40.2. so for thickness of slab 150 or less, the value of K is 1.3. shear strength of slab is 0.59. maximum shear stress for M25 grade concrete tau C max, so we can get this from table 20 of IS 456, and this value is 3.1 for M25. so let me override this 3.1. so it is safe in shear. And similarly check for deflection, percentage required and percentage provided. Similarly basic value of alpha, beta, gamma, delta. So 20 for the simply supported case, and for span less than 10 meter beta is 1, and we get the value of modification factor for tension reinforcement gamma as 2 and 1.85, and we'll take the value accordingly, minimum of this 2, and we'll compute the deflection value, that is allowable short span to effective depth ratio Lx by D, and calculated. So it is safe in deflection. And finally at the end there is summary, which gives grade of concrete as 25 MPa, grade of steel 500 MPa, and providing 150 mm thick slab with 10 mm bar at 150 mm center to center and 10 mm bar at 150 mm center to center as distribution bars. So after the design is completed, we can simply copy this file and paste it into the report. So for that simply click over here copy, and it will be copied. Now go to the report file and just right click and paste it over here. So I hope this video helped you, and if it did help, do like and comment in the video and subscribe our channel, share with your friends. Thank you. And for this Excel sheet, just go to the link in the description and request for the access, and you will get the information regarding the payment.